Yes, the man.
Bro, man.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
say
yes,
anything.
man.
Don't say anything because you know that there's a special way that we have to welcome you, sir.
Yes,
How
sir.
was the night?
Good, good. How are you?
How was the night?
It's doing good. How are you?
Well, I'm great, you know. I'm great.
That's wonderful.
So we are actually at a location in Kingston, Jamaica. They are sponsoring tonight. It's Jangas Soundbar and Grill. I don't have to say what they do, and we are right here because the entertainment industry reopened. So we are fortunate for them to hosting us tonight to come with you. So we're going to take this away for you, Romeo.
Not hearing you.
You're not hearing it too much? All right.
All right.
Skankin Sweet. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, Chronixx has Skankin Sweet, and the only thing was sweet.
It's honey, the liquid gold.
Hey, look here. My producer just told me a while ago, you say, Romerio, that
Yes,
the
sir.
proper name for bee rearing, you can tell them. And that's what we are doing tonight.
It's an agriculture, man. Agriculture.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. So, welcome to Money Matters. A lot of persons are on. As I said, we are coming to you for the next 25 minutes from Jangas. All right? So, who are you now, boss? Tell us how you're making money from the bees business and let us run. Welcome, King Job, BEEPRO. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. Thanks for joining the live, man. First and foremost, I have to say thank you to Mr. Davis for inviting me to the meeting. All right, so it's pretty much simple. My name is Romerio Gould, a local bee farmer based in Manchester. So the name of the company is BEEPRO. So our main focus is we do management consulting and training. So we are currently working with farmers in 8 different parishes throughout Jamaica. Pretty much soon we'll be expanding. So in the management section we have
How long?
yeah. Hello?
How long you've been doing this now? The BEEPRO. And why the name BEEPRO? Why the name BEEPRO?
Well, I just saw the name and I chose it, you know. It's a really nice name. It says itself. It speaks for itself. The name speaks for itself. We've been doing the servicing for over 6 years now.
All right. And the name BEEPRO. The name BEEPRO. There is something about the name. So why the name BEEPRO?
Professional results only. Probably that's why I choose it, the service that we offer.
All right. Just go right ahead and you can shout out to who you want to shout out. Just watch the live. You can watch the comment from it. All right. So I have actually tried the bees business already. I have no apologies about it. Yes, I have tried the bees business and it can be challenging. So you are having a success in the bees business. Can you tell us exactly what you do and how you can ensure that the persons who hire your service can make it from the bees business?
Well, I said we offer professional results only. So based on the years that we've been in the business, we have learned it to an extent. We're not the best, but we're almost at that level. Working with us, we don't only educate ourselves on how to do. We teach people on how to manage the bees, how to produce. So we'll help you in order to produce honey so that you will be able to see return on investment. So for instance, a client of mine that started, I have a client that started a few months ago, and he started with about 10 colonies of bees. And we were able to grow his asset from 10 colonies of bees value $230,000, right? So we were able to grow that from January till now to 690,000 Jamaican dollars. And he was, right?
So it's long hours. Long hours.
Well, it's not really long hours, you know, it's just the expertise, knowing what to do.
All right. So you move from parish to parish. You have a lot of clients. How do you actually get, and how do you get to these people, and how people get to you? Because we want to make sure that after tonight, you not only are following in the bees business go, but they know exactly where to even find you.
Well, so we are based in Manchester, but we work island-wide. So you could just look me up on Instagram. Who are on the live now could just follow me and send me a DM if you need assistance. I got exposed to this through one of my cousins, though. When I just graduated from school, he was the one that introduced me to the whole beekeeping industry. So that's where I got my start off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So do you train people?
Yes, we do.
To handle bees.
Yes, we do. I said we offer training service also, management and consultant.
Yeah, we want to know the activities that they execute, right? Because what else do you supply?
Well, in our we supply stuff like wax, honey, pollen. The equipment I work along with company that makes wax. So I'll have to direct it to them. I don't need one of the company. But we mainly focus on the management aspect of the business. We also provide with sale for buckets of honey, not bottles.
Yeah. So
yes.
What is interesting enough is that there are so many spin-offs that I have realized in the bee industry. I just want to take a minute again and say thanks for Jangas Soundbar and Grill, Belmont Road, Kingston, Jamaica, for having us tonight, coming to you live and direct on another Money Matters Monday night. Now, when people think of bees, all they know about is that bees make honey.
Yeah, that's
and I say honey can make you a lot of money. But then you have to have persons who make the protective gears.
Yes.
You have to have people who make the boxes, right? You have people who breed the bees just to sell. So persons listening and watching us tonight, the advice that I want them to have about how do you get started in the bees business, that is critical, and what some of the steps that you must take in the bee business to keep your bees from dying. Because I am familiar with persons who get in the bee business and bam, after like a month, and eat out the bee, all that, because it was too low. So I want you to walk a person through a typical bee setup. That's what I want from you tonight. A typical bee setup.
Basically, when a person approaches me and say, well, they want to get started in the business, my first question is, how much do you know? So I'll give you an introduction, I'll give you a basic knowledge of what it's like to be in the industry. The different ways, such as most people think about honey, but you don't have to depend on honey to see return on your investment. You make money off of pollen, wax, selling bees, selling queen bees, royal jelly, propolis, there are a lot of stuff. Also byproducts. So you're a person that make honey wine, make candle, lotion, skin cream, and lip balm and stuff like those that are sold. So, for instance, you were to say you want to get started in the business, right? I'd have to bring you to an apiary and give you the run through. Find out at first if you're allergic to it. Is it that you want me to manage the apiary or you want me to train you? Those are things I need to take into consideration before I can get started. Then afterwards, after we establish that, we'll do a business plan based on the amount of bees you'd like to start with. The business plan will outline the potential of the business, working with an expert as me or one of the guys on my team. It will show you the potential of the business throughout total cost until you start seeing return on your investment. Like I said, we don't only put you out there, we also will buy back what you produce. So we'll buy back the bees that you produce, we'll buy back the honey that you produce, the wax that you produce. We'll buy that back. Yes.
So is there any special condition that bees like? Is there any special fruit where bees like? Because what what I want to make sure about is that when a person finish tonight and they sit back and they say, well, I think I have the environment to put some bees. I think I have the space. What level of space you need? Because a lot of persons have interest. The Ministry of Agriculture is running a bee project, right?
Yeah.
So I am telling you, I have been getting inquiries as to how don't you bring on anybody from the bees thing? What happened to the bees business? So here you are, and I need to make sure that tonight we're going to have more persons. As a matter of fact, Richie B started a new program this morning on Bridge 99.1, and the first thing the owner of the company said to him this morning is that we are trying to bridge the gap between people in Clarendon, Jamaica, and the diaspora in New York. We want the man to get them money from Maypen and sell it all the way into New York. That was the exact thing that the owner spoke about this morning on Bridge with Richie D, talking about the man in Clarendon getting the honey from Maypen all the way to New York. So honey is on the fingertip, is on the lips of everybody right now. So apart from the benefits that honey have, we're not here to talk about the benefits. Not interested. We want to say, how do you succeed in the business, in that bee business? That is what we want to make sure. And how you make sure? Can people steal your box of honey? Yeah, can people steal your box of bees? People do it.
I mean, no, I've never encountered that. People do it, but it's not much. There are people that do it. Yes. So I recommend that you put your bees somewhere that is not too visible to the public, and ensure that somebody is nearby to oversee to ensure that everything is on point at the location. Because I mean, just even the other day with the rain, I had to visit the other location that I managed to shut down the bees when we had the hurricane threat. So those are some stuff that impact on us. But really, it is not a great threat.
Well, just take some time and say hi to the people that are joining from your side. You must recognize 1 and 2 names. You have to welcome them, because after tonight, you want them to come to you for that advice, just the same. All right? So just take a minute, welcome some of the persons to Money Matters Monday for the first time. We appreciate having you. You can call 1 and 2 names. Probably you might have persons on the program who might have a little bit of challenge, just the same, and you want to say to them, hang in there. You're getting the professional help through BEEPRO. Everything deep.
Man, I'm just here trying to go through the feed, but I just want to say thank you for everyone who has come along on the live, and we really appreciate the support that I've been getting from you guys. I mean, feel free to ask any question. I'm here to answer.
Yes.
But going through it now.
So the question is, do you also train persons to go out in the field after and train other persons as well?
Yes, we do. So we have a team of 4 persons right now, expanding. And I mean, we have clients, each time we're going to the airport, the clients, we also give them a basic training, those who want to have a knowledge of how to operate. Because I mean, what if there's an emergency where we're not able to go on time? We'll have it that the client is able to manage on their own.
King J is making a comment, say you're his brother-in-law. Is he in the bees business as well? Is he in the bees business?
Soon, very soon.
All right. But let me ask you a question. To typically make some money from bees, how many boxes you need? How many boxes you really need? Because I don't want somebody to think that them can have 1 box and really make some money. Or is there a supplier that the 1 box man can take it to, sell it to him, and that person put the boxes, put the money together, and now have a bigger batch to sell? And how do you think the export market will go?
I didn't hear. Could you repeat that? I didn't hear.
Go again, Gold.
I didn't hear. Could you repeat?
Hold on. Huh? No. Is there a market where the person with the 1 box of honey can take it to another person with many boxes and then buy it from that person, and then retail it, sell it
with
over.
the honey aspect, I said we buy about the honey that you produce, you know. So for instance, you mentioned how much is it, how much hive can you start with it? I mean, it's based on where your pocket is. So for instance, you were to start with one box of bees, you're able to produce from one box of bees 2 buckets of honey for the season with proper management. Once the condition is right, I mean the vegetation around the location, you will go in and service it on time and making space for them to produce. That if you wish to, from that hive you produce 2 buckets of honey. If you wish to, you can sell that to us at 40,000 per bucket. Not even me. Persons that bottle and sell, like Airtel Honey, they bottle and sell honey. And you have other companies around that buy the honey and bottle and sell. So you can sell it to them for 40,000 per bucket. But if not, and you wish to bottle it out and sell it one by one, you could make between 60 to 65,000 of that bucket of each bucket of honey. And after the honey season, right?
Okay. You know that I am in the lending business, and the world know that now, right? So what I also want to encourage persons who are in the bee business, that if you need us, you can take that comment when I finish. If you need to get assistance to borrow some funding to go buy bees, buy the box, buy the protective gear, just check us. Just check McKenna Financial Services. There's no if not but about. We are really in that. How high should the set up box be? How high?
I said 2 feet off of the ground. You have to have him at least 2 feet off the ground. You can go higher based on how much super you plan to go. You know, having them low, they're exposed to the elements such as like frogs, ants. You could use blocks or stands. If you use stands, you could put the legs in grease. So it's very important that you keep the air clean so that you'll have less frogs coming to the location and the ants are exposed, less elements exposed to them.
So what if it is not so high? What will happen? Exactly what will happen?
Alright. With the frogs in mind, they'll come and they'll eat the bees. Yeah, you don't want that because I mean you'll be surprised how much bees they'll eat for the night. To get started, you could reach out to me and I'll, based on the amount you want to start with, I'll give you a startup plan, or I'll also come and look at the location that you want to set them up with, set them up on, and we'll come and assess it for you and have them set up.
Romerio, hold on, because I'm going to put in the firing line right now. You see all the comments and questions, because remember, I know about the money business, I know nothing about the honey and the bees business. So you see all the comments, you're going to take them, right? Because it is saying how exactly do you get started? And that's exactly what I'm saying. So person are coming tonight to hear from you as a professional, how do I get started? And they must leave this program tonight knowing that step 1, step 2, step 3, they don't have to worry about the funding part, right? Because we can deal with the funding part. So every other thing from protective gear to the place, the box, yeah. So they don't have to worry about the funding part. Just carry them to how they get started.
Yeah, so I was saying to get started, what you do is reach out to me. Or, I mean, I have a company called Icon Honey, you can reach out to them also. What we'll do is, first we'll find out how much you want to get started with. And if you're allergic to the bees, what are you interested in? Is it that you want to go into it for the honey production, breeding, pollen, whatever it may be? So based off that, we'll come and assess the location and then get you started. We'll give you all the equipment that you need to get started, and the service will be provided by us if you want to be trained, or we will manage it for you.
All right. I say, think is asking how you get started, but music, entertainment said they must check them DM, and that's where they can DM you, right?
Yes, I'm going to check my DM. Yes, definitely. Alright, so how often do you service the hive? So every 2 weeks we'll do a service. So each time we go into the hive, we'll check to see how the queen is performing. Is it that she needs more space? Is it that she needs to be split? Whatever the case may be, you'd have to go every 2 weeks to do assessment on that.
But what if you don't service the box? Exactly what I mean if you don't service the box.
So if you don't service the box, that will reduce the amount that you'll be able to produce away, where the honey is concerned or wherever the bees is concerned. And you might lose the hive also. So it's very important to service every 2 weeks.
All right. I've been asked a personal question here. When the bees can fly away and don't come back?
Yeah, man, if the condition isn't right, they'll leave.
Somebody right here as Jangas is asking that question. They're not on the line.
Yeah, man, they'll leave if the condition is not right for them. So if you have an area that is bushy, they're not cleaning the air and they're uncomfortable, they'll leave.
All right. So we have to remind you tonight, again, we are coming to you live from Jangas Soundbar and Grill, Belmont Road in New Kingston. They gave us the privilege of carrying our live tonight from this location. Entertainment industry open, so you have to come out, support them. Yes, they have a very busy thing on a Friday night. You might just be here on Friday coming. Money Matters say so. All right?
Question was asked, what do you mean by splits? All right, so basically after the honey season, what you do is you will split the hive. So if, for instance, you start off with 1, you could split that to 3 before the next honey season. So you will go into the hive, you will remove a frame with open brood, sealed brood, eggs, and you'll add honey and pollen and make a new colony from that hive. You could remove the queen if you wish, or you could leave her in the original hive. But ensure that you leave open brood in the hive that she isn't in.
Romerio, there are 4 comments. Take them one by one. That's it. I know nothing about the bees business, so I am exposing you to the world. So take the comments one by one, boss. Take the comments one by one. Take the comments one by one. Welcome, everyone. Shakira 21, Romeo, I want to be part of your team. So whenever you start, I would love to assist with training, etc.
That's it. Just send me a game and we can talk some more. To protect against theft, as I said, you just have to have your apron in location that they're not visible to the public. Because I mean, I heard about the last theft I heard about was in Clarendon, and the person that owned the apron was basically visible to the main, so people driving past on the road is able to see. So that is important to have your apron in a location that is not visible to everybody.
Mission, what you can do to protect the apron? Eggs that is about 3 days old to be. You're taking that comment?
Yeah, so eggs that are under 3 days old, you'd have to leave it into the hive that doesn't have the queen. Because they'll have to use that egg, that fertile egg, to make a new queen.
So Gould, you realize the level of. Welcome the wish list. Yes, welcome everyone. Romerio, as I said, there are quite a number of persons joining for the first time because bee is a hot topic. It's a hot business. It is a sweet business. Only business make you money. There is not no different about it. So if a person joining late, rather the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, the minister themselves, they have put out a lot of money in the bee rearing industry right now. So you cannot lose the opportunity. Right?
It's a business.
Tell you about it. That's what he's here to do. He has walked us through what to do from the beginning to the end. Follow his page, DM him, make contact with him. If you have your place, you need to be in touch with this man. He's an expert. His name BEEPRO. The bees professional. That's what it is about. You get him live, shoot your questions, make it easy for you tonight, easier for you to follow up. All right.
I recommend Wax Foundation. The bees in Jamaica, they build on it faster than the plastic.
But why do you recommend that one?
As I said, the bees out here, they're used to building naturally. So giving them the Wax Foundation, which is more natural, they'll build faster on it. Plastic, it takes them a longer time.
All right. Just a question. So they said you have to give bees sugar. Is that true that you have to give bees sugar?
Yes.
And
so you have to
give the bees sugar?
All right. So during the honey season, the bees will not take the sugar. So that's the season. The honey season normally starts late December and ends about May, June, depending on the area that you're in. So that's the time when the bees will find most of their food. Outside of the honey season, you'll have to feed the bees to maintain the population. So you'll give them a sugar mixture, very sweet, similar to syrup, to maintain the colony. Remember, the queen will not lay unless she has food for her young.
Okay.
So you have to feed. If you don't feed, what will happen? The bees will have to use the first 2 months of the honey season to build their population, and that's your money they're using. So you don't want to feed them to have money.
Interesting. All right. Barrett is pushing one to you. We can't say you have wild bees because you look like a wild bees, man, but we're not dressing.
But definitely, we could remove it. We could remove it, man, and set it up for you.
Yeah.
But we have to come and assess it at first to see what it is like, what we'll need. We'll need a saw to cut on the tree, what is needed, and then afterwards we'll come back and move it like for you. I know several people that started just like that, and they have over. I mean, one of the persons have over 80 bucks of bees right now. He started just by catching wild bees.
Well, yeah. I want to just, if there's anything else that you need to tell them, go right ahead and give the takeaway about how you have been able to exploit the bee industry and what it is and why it is so interesting to you. And with all this thing that you get, no, you have your protected gear. You don't get no sting.
No, I mean, yeah, I get sting on a daily basis, you know, but the sting isn't the problem.
All right. Real talk, bro. Yeah, man, I true, man. I true. All right.
I mean, the industry is really growing, you know. The industry is a growing business, and that's why the government is putting so much in there. Because, I mean, this business, it requires low maintenance, and the return on it is really, really good. Really good, as I said. Because imagine you're able to invest, say, for instance, you're able to invest $230,000 Jamaican dollars. And of that investment, for the honey season, you are able to make 800,000 of that. That's 500 and some profit off it. I mean, the maths is not in my head right now, but it's all there. So, and then after the honey season, you don't have to think about that initial startup cost. You just keep on expanding. So you started with 10. Within a year after that, with proper management, you can have up to 30 bucks by the splitting.
All right.
The next thing increase.
All right. Well, Romerio, it's a very interesting, and I can see from the comments how many persons want to know about bees. But we're not going to take any more comments. The show is 30 minutes. We begin 8:30. We finish at 9. We are right on time because it's a show. Anything else that you want to know, DM it, follow his page, and trust me, take it out with one. The single most important thing right now that a bee owner should do, and just take it out. The single most important, just one thing. If it's one thing that they need to do, just leave them with one thing. All right, leave them with 2 things.
No, I didn't get that. Could you repeat the question? So Joseph, I didn't hear.
All right, take it out. Just take it and close out about this thing.
No, I'm not hearing you. Go again.
You're picking up Chronixx 21. You're picking up the final comment. Just take this comment and what does it do with the sting? They get sting.
Oh, the sting helps with artists and say, yeah, people overseas. I mean, it's doing out here now that pays to be stung by the bees, but it actually cures arthritis. So there are a medical purpose benefit from the bees.
All right.
Propolis is used in toothpaste. It's a natural form of antibiotic.
All right. All right. Devon Beekeeping take a course. Well, I want to tell you thanks for joining. Yes, because we have a lot of experience. Follow BEEPRO. You can't go wrong. He's the man on the ground. You get to know it. And we say, thank you for joining. The money is in the honey.
Yes,
money is in the honey. Thank you everyone for joining. Great night. Catch you on another Money Matters Monday.
Yes.
All right.
All right, thanks.